What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do a word from the ancestor read for the sign of Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio, you guys are last but not least this week on the zodiac lineup. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal. So take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with you guys' readings. Hopefully, you have become acclimated since last month. The spread for the ancestor reads has changed. Okay, we are now doing a single deck pyramid. Okay, I've already shuffled the deck. We're going to start pulling from the top, working our way to the second row, which is about focusing on what you want, not what you don't want, and centering yourself with 3 cards here. Okay. Then we move on to the third row, which is about the change that is occurring within your life or has occurred. Okay. Or possibly needs to occur. Remember that the row in the middle is in reference to you. Okay. You are at the center of this spread. Okay. Next is the last row with a number of 7 cards. Any card that has a card over the top of it is going to be clarifying that previous row. Okay. There may be some cross-hairing of energies for anyone in a Scorpio placement, but this is primarily regarding Scorpio sun placements. Okay. So hopefully you don't mind sharing your energy. This last row, like I said, is in reference to inner strength. We'll look at the bottom of the deck for an overall energy. Okay. So, if necessary, the left side is feminine, the feminine energy, the right side is masculine energy. If that needs to be reflected during the read, I will definitely mention it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started, Scorpio. We have residual energy from the Cancer reading, 9 of Swords. Okay, late nights, sleepless nights, lots of worry on your mind. Okay, there's obviously your mind is very overactive at this time. Okay, again, I have suggested it in the previous reads for you. I think you had 9 of Swords show up somewhere else this week. Possibly, I think clarifiers, it happened. Sanctuary meditation oil would be great for you. If you'd like, you can go on my Etsy shop and find that. Okay, and it helps with an overly obsessive mindset. Okay, so let's move forward. You have more residual energy from Cancer. The Tower. Okay, the Tower showed up in Cancer's reading as well and was, I believe, here at the bottom in the row of 7. Okay, it's showing up in your second row with your row of 3, focusing on what you want, not what you don't want. All right. Something has transpired within your world that is keeping you in this 9 of Swords energy. Okay. And whatever has occurred, again, there's this hidden energy over all of the ancestor reads for this week. So your ancestors are pretty much telling you, you know what you did, you know what you need to do. Okay. And that's what's bothering you. Okay, is that you know what has transpired, you know what needs to happen in order to fix it. They're trying to tell you that it is fixable. You just have to believe in it. Okay, so whatever transpired here, we may get some, feedback, throughout the rest of your reading, but that is where it is right now. Okay, next we have the 3 of Wands. Three of Wands coming up under the Nine of Swords, okay? So you probably are doing a lot of wondering, in a sense of wanting to embark on either fixing this said issue, okay, or wondering if someone else is moving on, okay. You do see in this Three of Wands in this deck, there's like these ships that are floating, okay. And Three of Wands is really talking about rebuilding a foundation of some sort, okay. But again, I feel like this is more so about your mindset because of this Nine of Swords above it, okay. And so possibly worrying about people moving on without you, okay, is possibly what's plaguing you, okay. And it could be based off of whatever transpired to cause this type of energy, okay. So let's move forward. Pisces, moon energy, okay. The moon card is here. The moon card for Cancer was at the very top of their reading, okay. So it's following this Three of Wands, okay. Tower, Three of Wands, and then the moon. A lot of things being hidden, okay. As far as maybe you don't know what's going on with other people, you are now in the dark, okay, in the sense of not having the connections that you used to have based off of something that transpired, okay. Possibly due to your actions or the actions of someone else. However, again, you're in this Nine of Swords, okay. Possibly feeling like everything is just falling apart with that Tower card, okay. So let's move forward. We have Nine of Wands, Wounded Warrior, also residual Cancer energy. Kid you not, I shuffled these cards before I started, and their Nine of Wands was underneath their top card, okay. It is now moved down to the row of 5. Some change that needs to occur, okay, or has occurred. So Nine of Wands energy, okay, increasing from 3 to 9. You're in this wounded warrior phase, okay. Again, this could be the energy of thinking of someone else who is, again, like I said, you're hoping someone doesn't move on, or people have moved on and kind of left you in the dark with this moon energy, okay. And so now you're in this wounded warrior phase, because you have, either created some type of blockage between you and a particular person or multiple people, okay, based off of, some miscommunication of some sort, okay, is what I'm feeling. Now, Five of Cups. Five of Cups, disappointment coming up underneath the Tower, okay, and after the Wounded Warrior, Nine of Wands, okay. So whatever transpired, it caused some form of disappointment, in a sense of, again, I always try to find hindsight in this Five of Cups. While you may have lost, a few things, there are still possibilities, okay. Like I said at the beginning, it's possible, and your ancestors need you to know that anything that you still desire is still, capable of you obtaining it. You just have to believe in it, okay. Some of the things that you lost actually were not necessary, were not things that you needed. There's still other options available, okay, or there's still things to be appreciative of, okay, Scorpio, regardless of this particular Tower. There's some hidden gems, if you will, among your collective. You just need to actually see them, okay. And it's based off of the behaviors of other people, such as possibly these two cups standing behind this person in the Five of Cups. are possibly people that didn't, turn their backs on you. Okay. Um, if it's in reference to connections that you have around you. Okay. Let's move forward. Five of Wands. Five of Wands. Okay. Five of Wands underneath this Three of Wands. For you in this row here, internal conflicts. Okay. Because of this Nine of Swords energy that you have above you. Okay. Within this row here, okay, could be some conflicts, external conflicts as well. Okay, I would suggest the All Right meditation oil, which helps you to have empathy towards yourself and possibly to others, working on that feminine energy, as it might be kind of low or blocked, if you will, from really connecting with people. And it also allows you to respond and resolve conflicts in a calm and positive way. Okay, if you're kind of too strong in masculine energy and your masculine energy is strong, where you're quick to, or you're blocked off on the feminine energy side, okay, when it comes to your empathy, that would be an oil for you to use during meditation. Okay, but there is some kind of conflicts, like I said, within yourself, internal conflicts, and then external conflicts in regards to connections that you have, okay, based off of, hearsay. That is the main thing that I'm hearing the most, is there's some hearsay that has happened around you, okay. Next, we have the Three of Swords. Okay, Three of Swords underneath the Moon card. Okay, like I said, there's some sorrow, there's some regret, possibly. Okay, some secrets, possibly, that you know of. Again, hearsay, nothing that you have tangible proof of. Okay. There's either a need to get tangible proof, or really reevaluate those that are around you. Okay. Because of the fact of, people better as far as your connections are concerned. You need to reevaluate the experiences and connections and longevity that you've had with people over the years, in order for you to really, make a clear decision. Okay, you're in this Nine of Swords about who's real and who's not around you. Okay, and that could be what's going on with you. Again, major tower has caused this energy to loom over you, Scorpio, which is very, very detrimental to your behavior and your mental and your emotional health. Okay, and so you really are in a place of needing to figure some things out. Okay, so Six of Pentacles. Okay, Taurus and Libra energy also came out in Cancer's reading, but it was in the last row at the end. Okay, like I said, needing to reevaluate and be mindful of the information that you share with certain people. Okay, it's about being fair. Okay, in your assessments. Okay, and so that's all I can say about that, is being fair in your assessments. All right, it's not primarily about sharing funds with people or anything like that. It's primarily being very fair in your assessments of people. Okay, Pentacles is about value, worth, okay, morals, principles, not always about material. Okay, so those that are important around you, you need to assess those people that are around you. Okay, that's all I'm going to say about that. Now let's move on to the last row, the row of inner strength. Okay, we have the Hierophant. Okay, the Hierophant is sometimes, in my opinion, the marriage card. It's also about judgment as well. Okay, kind of like an adjudicator, if you will. Okay. You have to find the inner strength to make the right decisions using your discernment. Okay. So take the time. It's either between believing two people or making a choice between two people. Whatever the case may be for you, take it and pass the rest. Okay. But it is a decision of, who to believe, who to trust. Okay. Again, using and remembering to use that fairness. Okay. Next, we have the King of Wands, which is underneath the Nine of Wands. Something that also happened within the Cancer read. Okay. So between you and Cancer, and again, you may have Cancer in your chart or you're dealing with a Cancer, just an honorable mention. You don't have to be. But I will tell you, this same combination was right here in the center of their reading. It is now on the outskirts of yours. Okay. On the feminine side, this is the feminine energy side of your reading. Okay. And so you go from Nine of Wands to a King of Wands. Okay. Meaning you have started to heal. Okay. You are determined to heal and get past these tribulations and these obstacles in making a concise and conformed decision about those who are around you. Okay. Just particularly in this corner. That may not be in reference to all you Scorpios. It could just be to a particular few. Take what resonates and pass the rest. Okay. So determined to figure out who is loyal to you in the sense of true friendship, whatever the case may be for you. Okay. But no longer, being in this wounded warrior phase, finally, maybe coming to an understanding of those who had to, be removed, needed to be removed. Those who are willing to stay and rock it out with you are the ones that matter the most to you, or those who you feel a strong connection with are the ones that you truly want to be with. Okay. And heal those relationships along with healing yourself. Okay. Let's move on to the next, which is the Chariot. Okay. The Chariot, Cancer energy. Okay. Cancer energy with the Chariot coming up underneath the Five of Cups in the Tower. Okay. Movement of some sort. Now, this could be your movement in a sense of moving towards those who actually mean the most to you. For others of you, it could be movement to those who want to make up for this disappointment based off of the tower that occurred. Okay, because not only are you taking the time to heal, you have to understand that people probably also have found out about this, situation of this Three of Swords energy of kind of being misled. Okay. By someone based off of hearsay. Okay. And so moon energy is truly diabolical, if you will, in your collective energy, or the connections that you have around you. Okay. Let's move forward. All right. Look at that. Rebuilding. Three of Pentacles, which has been a very, very strong theme this week. Okay. Primarily between, I think, you and Cancer. Okay. But I think you've been kind of leading this Three of Pentacles. Check your Dreamcatcher read. That's where it kind of started off at, but possibly even in your general read as well, if you haven't seen that. Okay, might want to go back and watch that. Kind of pay attention, like I've said in readings before and this week during your readings, is that the collective of readings that I have on this channel are for you to gauge and kind of keep tabs on your energy as it fluctuates. Not saying that you have to watch all of them, but they interconnect in some shape, form, or fashion eventually, because I always see a progression of the energy throughout the week. It can start one way. The general read is primarily to gauge what possibly can transpire throughout the week. Okay. And then as we progress, you kind of get a little bit more in depth. Okay. So it's, if you want to take your time with tarot, which I truly do suggest you do, slowly get into, and I'm sure everyone has their favorite readings that they like to refer to. Okay. No problems with that. By all means, do what you're energetically guided to do. But watching all of the reads throughout the week can possibly help center you. That is the main goal of having all your readings available to you. Is not in the sense of just focusing on what could possibly happen or what has already transpired for you, but to also help center you. Okay, so just a suggestion. You don't have to. Okay, it's just a suggestion in regards to when you're watching my channel. Okay, now with this Three of Pentacles coming in at the end of the center of your reading, it's talking about rebuilding. Okay, getting those connections back, resources, things of that nature. You're having to start over. And I think that's what's also kind of plaguing you as well with this Nine of Swords, is a fear of having to start over, a fear of possible rejection, okay, which is kind of touched on in the Cancer reading, okay? You've had so many internal struggles and external struggles. You've, been struggling with the fact of, whether to move on or not, or if people have forgotten about you or don't want to, deal with you any longer, okay? You see how you kind of progress within the center of your read to finally come to the Three of Pentacles, meaning there are still connections that you value, that a restart is not so bad as it is kind of diagonal from this Five of Cups, okay? And see how the progression comes with this inner strength row, from King of the Hierophant to the King of Wands to the Chariot. Movement, determination, using your discernment, okay? The Hierophant is always in consideration of those around you, knowing those around you, knowing energies, knowing the truth that lies within a connection, okay, for you to want to rebuild, okay? Next, look at that, Six of Cups. I am loving how this progresses. Same thing with Cancer, okay? Both the Six of Pentacles and the Six of Cups coming up. Long-standing relationships, sharing, feelings between two people, all right? In the sense of inner child work, okay? So we have the Six of Cups coming up underneath the Three of Swords and the Moon, okay? This is on the masculine side of your spread, the right side, okay? Deep down, okay, you miss this. You miss having this with either a collective of people or a particular person, okay? For some of you Scorpios, not everybody, just a few, okay? It could be in reference to a particular person, or it could be in regards to a collection of people. Again, inner child, meaning there could be people that you've known since childhood that unfortunately had some secrets and really disappointed you and left you in sorrow, okay? In regards to your life in general, okay? People that, you had a very strong connection with, that you truly trusted, and possibly betrayed that trust, okay? Those that betrayed that trust, and you can forgive with the sense of being able for you to heal and move on, okay, and allow them to do the same, okay? You don't have to reconnect with them, okay? You can feel sorrow about losing that particular connection, but there's secrets, okay, with that person, okay, or with a collection of people, All right. And so you have to, again, return to this Hierophant side and, use empathy, but don't be no fool. Okay. Now, let's keep moving to Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So we have, I thought we had a King of Pentacles, but that was actually in Cancer's read. So in your read, you have the Queen of Pentacles coming up underneath this Six of Pentacles, okay? It could be for some of you Scorpios, matched with this Six of Pentacles is primarily talking about a particular connection, okay? Someone who, again, this is earth energy combination here, okay? Pretty much Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, like I said before, Libra and Taurus in the Six of Pentacles. Someone who is very valuable to you, someone who still possibly holds a light for you, Scorpios, and has the ability to be a type of person that is willing to share, okay? Maybe more than what they normally would with anyone else, okay? And so this person possibly is kind of like your rock, thus earth energy, okay? Pun intended. This person is someone that is fair or can exude a lot of patience, and again, holds a particular part within you, okay, or a particular part of you with them, okay, is what I'm feeling. So let's move on to you guys. Come on now with this Eight of Swords energy after the Queen of Pentacles, okay? You feel stuck, okay? You have to find the strength to not feel stuck or have your hands tied, okay? You have Eight of Swords here, but you have the Hierophant here, okay? Again, that is meaning that you are stuck in making a decision, in my opinion, okay? Either some of you have a decision between who to believe, okay, with this Hierophant energy and ending with this Eight of Swords energy, all right? Where you feel stuck in your decision. And if we think about how this pyramid is formatted, you take this and go right back up to this Nine of Swords, okay? You are torn, all right? You are literally torn between believing hearsay, okay? Someone who you've probably known all your life versus someone that you've probably known only for 2 weeks. However, you have to, and that's just an example, okay? And it could be for someone in particular, but that's just, for you guys to kind of gauge, okay? However, there are sometimes someone from the outside, someone who's unbiased, can see what you don't see, okay? Only because of the fact that you don't want to believe someone would do something like that to you because of how long they've known you, okay? People change, all right? And there are particular circumstances with this Tower card that can disappoint you and has disappointed you and possibly a lot of people around you, okay? Again, use that in your discernment to get you out of this Eight of Swords energy, okay? Again, like I said before, a culmination of enough tangible evidence to say, you know what, I think I'm going to go with my gut, this Hierophant card, okay, and make a clear decision, okay? Be fair with the Six of Pentacles, okay? Get out of this internal conflict, okay? Because you've possibly had the insight. You already had the insight, but maybe you were blinding yourself to it because you wouldn't want to believe that someone, would want to do those type of things to you or cause conflict around you, okay? And remember, there's a possibility for some of you Scorpios that you are not the only one that's affected. You possibly have mutual friends, with someone in particular that have experienced the same thing. Okay. And so, again, that in itself is tangible evidence to possibly back away from this person. Okay. So, with that being said, that is all that I have for you guys today. I that's where I'm gonna leave it. Okay. But nonetheless, we have one more reading this week. Again, I really implore you guys to look at your energy shout outs. Okay, that can possibly help you as well. Some hidden um, messages there for your sign, your collective specifically. You also can check out the monthly manifestation for October. Okay, there could be some things there for you as well. All right, and that is for all of the signs. It is a collective read, but does not mean you can't have a lesson there as well. Okay, so with that being said, Scorpios, I will see you guys in the next reading. Peace.